So that was my day by day. So surrender day by day, step by step, step by step. Whoa, what does that mean? Step by step. I wasn't being forced to take a quantum leap. I was instructed to take a step, any step. No matter how baby, don't judge it. Don't ever judge it. Remember, you're a spiritual being of light. Judgment not required. So you take step by step. And as you take one step, I like to lovingly say, to dance with the universe, you have to take a step, then it can dance back with you. But if you don't take a step, there's no dance. Or you're stepping on each other's toes and going nowhere. Or another affectionate thing, according to the GPS code analogy of a car, is God cannot drive a parked car. So you've got to take a step. And whatever step it is, it could be ever so tiny, ever so big, as you're moved from within. But just take it. Because if you don't take a step, you go nowhere. You stay stuck. That's not the issue behind a lot of stuckness, is that. So, step by step, you will be shown the way. Now, this is where the magic happens. It shows the way through intuitive guidance, through an inspiration to read a book, listen to a certain mentor, look at a billboard when you least expect it, all sorts of stuff. You learn to pay attention to the still small cues. You know that feeling that you have in your gut? Well, you know if it expands you, it's aligned for you. If it contracts you, pay attention. Everything can work out in the end, but why go through the suffering? So surrender. Each day, step by step, you'll be shown the way. Now we rewind the clock again. 13-year-old girl, totally broken, totally violated, and afraid to trust human beings. Had to learn to trust myself and that invisible guidance. When I think back to it, I never could have figured out how to survive. The journey it's taken me on. The journey I tell you a little bit about in the course, so you can get the mystical understanding of when you're listening to your soul's guidance. It takes you to places you can't even imagine. And it sounds like something that no science fiction author can come up with, or they can because they're channeling it from a different place. But that guidance, combined with energy transmission, took me from that broken child with no outside support except following intuition, following guidance, following my own clairaudience and clairvoyance, because by then I had awakened to the beyond the senses, which as you work the code, you will awaken beyond the senses in ways you can't even imagine. Because we're all powerful. It's not about me, it's about you. And here's another secret now. This came decades later after working with thousands of clients in a field that didn't exist. Think about it. Energy psychology, healing transmission in the 70s. Yes, I'm dating myself. In the 70s. I didn't know what I was going to be when I grew up. But God did. And the God in you, as you, knows your soul calling. And if you trust, or as you trust, and as you allow me or other mentors that you resonate with, who've been there to show you the way. See, I had this invisible force showing me the way, but I learned I had no other option. Who could I turn to? And I have to say, I went from tragedy to triumph in every area of my life. Yes, ladies especially, including love life. And men, I was able to forgive and go beyond, so that even that power that we are, our sacred soul blueprint, is bigger than any experience, because we are not victims ever, even at that 13-year-old. I mean, I felt like a victim back then, but this was decades ago. But we are the creators, but not necessarily consciously.